consider yourself successful? What does that even look like? Maybe you think of success as having a lot of money or great influence over people or having power, maybe owning a company or a big house. But how does God see success? Isn't that the more important thing? I want to talk about that this morning in your morning cup of inspiration. One verse I want to share with you, and it's in the book of Jeremiah, and we're talking about the prophet Jeremiah. He was highly successful in God's eyes, but listen to what he shares in the 25th chapter, the 3rd verse, and he's talking to the people of Judah, and he says, "For 23 years the word of the Lord has come to me, and I've spoken to you again and again, but you have not listened." Can you imagine Jeremiah for 23 years sharing what God has put on his heart to the people of Judah, and they did not listen? Maybe that's you today. Maybe you've gone through your entire career and you feel like everything you've done has shown no results. There's no success. You don't see that you've made a difference or you've accomplished anything with your life. That may be how Jeremiah felt, to be honest. But the reality is, what you do and the results are not your responsibility. God has asked you to do something, be obedient and do it. That's what Jeremiah did. And through his obedience, he was a success in God's eyes. The results were secondary. God takes care of that part of it. All he asks is that you and I be obedient to his voice and to what he says. So if you're going through a time where you're feeling like you have no positive impact, that you don't have influence, that you're not being successful, let me ask you this question. Are you being obedient to God? If you are a success in his eyes. Sit back and let him determine the results. That's all we can do. Let's be successful in God's eyes and let him take care of the rest. God bless. Thanks for joining me for that morning cup of inspiration, and we'll see you next time.